Hi, I'm Velshi with MSNBC. Just in time for March Madness, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments in an interesting case involving the NCAA. There's been a long brewing debate about whether college athletes should be paid, and now the Supreme Court is considering an antitrust challenge. I want to take a look at this in this week's A More Perfect Union with Jeffrey Rosen, President and CEO of the National Constitution Center. Jeff, tell us about the constitutional issues in this case.
Well, Ali, as we know, college sports generate billions of dollars in revenue. Coaches and athletic directors make millions of dollars, but the athletes don't. The NCAA restricts competition for athletes, and the college athletes, including black athletes, say they're being exploited. So now there's a challenge to these rules that's made it up to the Supreme Court, and it could have huge implications for college sports and antitrust law. This is a case called NCAA versus Alston. It's a lawsuit brought by former men and women's college athletes, including a running back called Sean Alston. The players say that these restrictions on compensation violate antitrust laws because they bar the athletes from getting fair market compensation. And at its core, the question is whether these antitrust laws actually promote competition in the marketplace by giving consumers a choice between professional sports and amateur sports. That's what the NCAA says. They say that payments for student athletes would transform student athletes into professional athletes. But the players say the NCAA is the only game in town. They've got no other options if student athletes want to play somewhere else. And that some people have also pointed out that it's really exploitation of a largely black workforce. So the legal test is called the rule of reason. Judges balance the benefits to consumers against the benefits to the players. And at the oral argument, a lot of the justices seem troubled that coaches are being paid so much more than players, and maybe the players are being exploited, but they worried about giving the judges the power to run college sports. The bottom line is this case could be one of the biggest breakthroughs to date in the movement to pay college athletes, and reform could come not only from the courts, but also from state laws or even from Congress.
I've heard this conversation going on for years. I never thought I'd see it get to the Supreme Court. We'll keep a close eye on this one. Jeff, as always, thank you. Jeff Rosen is the president and CEO of the National Constitution Center.